Well, at least to collectors, this is going to be another pretty controversial review, because it sounds like the most pathetic thing, but there are people who hate this, and then people who like this again, and I really don't understand the people who hate this. But of course, this is the 5-foot Circus Clown being sold at Lowe's this year, or was sold at Lowe's this year, depending on if you missed out on it, for $39.98. But I actually got this. It's one of the few that actually went on clearance. It is about $34 something, $34 something, and so it's not big clearance, but yeah. And I hadn't heard that people actually really hate this design until I talked to Alex. You guys might know him as the Infla, or his name now is just Infla, but he was formerly known as the Infla on the table. And he's actually one of the few people who didn't want to get this because he thought it was a bad design, or something. I don't know. He has his reasons. But I honestly, when we first saw the prototype pictures of this guy, I thought it was great, and I thought I wanted to get it right then and there. And we saw this prototype picture back in May, as well as a few other ones like the 18-foot Jack Skellington and a few more. And I thought it was a great design. I thought it was going to be $30, not 40, but it's whatever. $10 doesn't really make a difference with this one in particular. But yeah, so in this review, of course, I am going to unbox it, inflate it, review it, and then give it a rating on 3 different categories, and to just come up with the end result. So here we go. So of course, the first thing to mention here is the box. As with every other inflatable, just like most of them this year, except for licensed ones, they have the same box design, just the airborne inflatable box design. There's the side right there. Here's the back with the person compared to it. Here's the other side, the exact same. And there's back to the front. The official name of this is Circus Clown, as you can see right there. And there's the item number, so they might have some still. Just go in there and they'll search it up on the phone that they have, the Lowe's phone that employees carry around. They'll search it up on there and they'll go find it in the store if they do still have it. But this proves that not just collectors, but actually the general public doesn't really like this, because it's one of the few that are still left. I mean, my Lowe's only has this Dr. Finkelstein from The Nightmare Before Christmas, but that's only because they got another shipment in on him. And then they had the Hanging Mickey Spider, and then the Mickey and Minnie 3.5 footers. But I mean, yeah. Again, there's the top right there, and then the bottom is just the white bottom with the 4 folds. But I'm excited to see this guy inflated, so let's go ahead and get to the unboxing. So let's go ahead and unbox this guy. There is the item number on the top, or the code. I am assuming this is probably going to have a small cheap fan, might have a medium. There, of course, is the adapter. For people who don't own inflatables, if you want to buy one, do not read the instructions. This is simple on how to unbox a cheap fan inflatable. So the first thing you're going to want to notice here is, of course, the white box. The numbers on the top don't really matter, but inside there is the adapter. Probably not safe for it to slam on the ground like that. But then there's the stake pack, I'll get to that. And the useless instructions. And then the last thing is the inflatable in this plastic bag inside the box. So then go ahead and put these things away, keep the adapter out, of course. Then you go ahead and get this out of the bag. And we're gonna see what type of fan it has. I know that some people might have done a review on this guy, but oh look, a medium. That's for those of you who don't collect. Again, cheap fans range from now, well, they have Air Doorables fans, which are the smallest and low power they've ever made. Then there's the Car Buddy fans, and then a small cheap fan is 0.5 amps. Then a medium is 1 or 1.5 amp. I can't really tell you off the top of my head. And then the third, the big cheap fans, which are pretty much just under the horsepower of a bass fan, of the most weak bass fan that they make, is about 2 to 3 amps. But that's just clearing that up. We just call them, it's just a term that we use, small, medium, and big instead of large. But yeah, that's a medium. But let's go ahead and plug in the adapter, and then let's get this guy inflated. Okay, so first impressions of this guy inflated, well, of course, besides seeing the store display, it's actually pretty cool. Although I did hear somewhere that it was sold in previous years at Home Depot, or it was sold somewhere else, like another country at Home Depot, like Home Depot Canada or whatever. Which that does seem entirely likely, because this 100% seems like a Home Depot 5-footer than a Lowe's 5-footer. So, yeah. Design-wise, it does look really good. I don't think we've seen really a 5-foot clown other than the Jack in the Box that was sold at Walmart. And of course, Pop Goes the Evil, which is back this year, which I am not getting, because I could go over that in another discussion. But yeah, we haven't seen a smaller cheap fan version of a clown before, so I guess that's pretty cool. I love this design, honestly. I mean, really, off the top of my head, I can't really come up with stuff, but really, just honestly, I do really like this design, and I don't really understand why people would hate it. I will go over the details of it, the little aspects of it here, but it's actually pretty cool. The price is the only thing that I think that honestly that the price is what turns people away. $40 is just a little bit too much for this guy, but yeah. This guy does have 3 tether attachments. They started doing this last year. One right there, and then one on either side. So one on the back, one on either side. Well, technically 5, because there's of course, one on each side of the feet to pin it to the ground. But yeah, another thing to mention here is does have 2 LEDs, which is more than I was expecting. I was expecting it to just have one, knowing Jemmy more recently. But yeah, pretty cool. The collar is actually something that bothers me. It doesn't go all the way around, and it's just flimsy. But yeah, but it's good that they didn't just do it right there. They did it everywhere, and then the purple on the feet, which is pretty cool. Again, the facial expression is actually really cool. We haven't seen that facial expression before, which is really cool. And so far, this is the only inflatable that has ever used that facial expression, to my knowledge. But yeah, the buttons, nice that they added buttons instead of just keeping it plain. And instead of just doing the standard rounded hands, they actually did add like claw fingertips, which is pretty cool. So yeah, to be honest, design, you can't really talk anything bad about the design, because this is actually a pretty cool design. I like his hair too. His hair, instead of just doing the fabric for it, they made the spiky actual fabric hair, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna continue doing this because I'm actually thinking that this is pretty cool. What I'm gonna be doing is rating it on the 3 categories: concept, design, and price. So first up is concept. Honestly, I put that out there, the 5-foot clown. We haven't seen a 5-foot clown. We've seen 5-foot reapers, 5-foot ghosts, 5-foot trees now. So it's nice to see a 5-foot clown. Then there is the there's not much to say about the concept, but still. Then there's the design. I've already, yeah, so the concept, I'd give it about, still a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. I know last time I did it out of 5, but this time I'm gonna do it out of 10. So 5 out of 10 for the concept, because it's cool. It's a necessity, right? To a store's lineup. But then there's the price. The price is a little bit underwhelming, because you would think that it would be $29.99, but instead it's $39.98, and that's too much for some people to pay, even though it is $10. But then there is the price. Yeah, if another store picks this up, then I'm sure that they would lower the price. But so far the price isn't too good, so I'm gonna give the price about a 2 out of 10. It just fell over, which it's been trying to fall over, which means that it's good that it does have the good sandbags, which is pretty cool. And then design, I'm giving this guy 7 out of 10. I don't understand why people hate the design. It's cool. It's something new. So yeah, about a 6 out of 10 for that. So overall, I mean, I gave it a 5 out of 10 for concept, a 2 out of 10 for price, and a 6 out of 10 for design. Overall, I'd give this about a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 when you add it all up. But it's a good inflatable. The price isn't terrible, but it's a little bit more than people are willing to pay. So yeah. So the final note here is, it is a really good design. I don't understand why people hate it. If you do, I mean, come up with your own opinion. I would like to hear your comments about this guy. Make sure to stay subscribed here on the Inflatable Bastard for more reviews, updates, and displays. The first of 2 Halloween display videos, daytime and nighttime, is coming on the 15th. And I don't know when the second one is going to premiere. Make sure to join us tomorrow night, or the day after, or whenever you're gonna watch it, because it will be uploaded after it. Halloween Live, the first episode of Halloween Live featuring Blake. That's gonna be really fun. So, all in all, this guy, pictures of this guy will be up on the Instagram. Make sure to go ahead and check that out. I'll tag my Instagram in the description. All the information you'll need will be in there. Yeah. Go subscribe to Blake, by the way. Even though he is struggling to make more material, the videos he does make. His Halloween display video is coming out soon, so that'll be really interesting to see his display, since he hasn't been doing really many reviews. But yeah, see you guys next time.